Hey, it's Marita, and it's another episode of Book Bites. And today I'm going to bring in a different type of a book. Jeff Foster's The Way of Rest, Finding the Courage to Hold Everything in Love. This is the type of book that I have typically next to my bed on the nightstand, because what I found is that even if I only read like 2 pages, so it does something with my brain and it allows me to relax. Like I can be so tired. And if I don't read a little tiny bit, even a little bit, I just lay there. I don't know why. I just don't sleep. So this is the kind of book, it's full of prose or poetry and really powerful messages in a very short read. And so it's not the kind of book you read from cover to cover. It's kind of like, well, you might just choose a number, or you might just choose you might want to read it cover to cover, but you don't sit down and I'm going to read this book. So what I've done is I've chosen one, and then we'll see what happens. But The Ashes of Thought, this is an example of what you might expect from his writing. They say you are not your thoughts. So what are you? Aren't you the unchanging home for thoughts, the capacity for thoughts, the wide open space in which thoughts arise and dissolve like waves in the ocean, like clouds on a summer's day? Your ability to hold thoughts as they are born and die does not in itself require thought, and it's what makes you divine. You are not your thoughts, and yet you are inseparable from these intimate and temporary appearances of yourself. Thoughts are your children too. Thoughts are not absolute truth, but appearances in that which never appears. They come and go. That is their nature. They are fragments, voices, perspectives, suggestions, ideas, theories, comments, hopes, dreams, memories, but they cannot touch the living vastness of this moment, the immensity of life itself, the whole that is sought so fervently. Every thought burns in the fire of presence. We meet in the ashes of thought always. And even that is just a thought. Isn't that just like, oh, wow. So Wayne Dyer talks about uh, feeding your mind, giving your mind food before you go to bed so that your subconscious, while you're sleeping, it's food. So instead of watching the news, which is all doom, gloom, negative, don't go to bed and churn that while you're sleeping. Read something like this, which is why I tend to have this kind of thing at the bedside. Let me read you one more. We'll go with thoughts and feelings. We just read about that. Thoughts and feelings do not have power over you until you give them power by forgetting your nature. You are the ocean. They are the ever-changing waves. You are the unfathomable sky. They are the passing clouds. You are the contained container. They are the temporary guests in your infinite embrace. Thoughts and feelings are not you, friend, but you are vast enough to hold them, to allow them to come and go, arise and fall, emerge, stay for a while, and subside into deep sleep. You remain awake. This is just 2 tiny little nugget samples from this book. Again, Jeff Foster's The Way of Rest. On the back, there's a quote of his: stop trying to figure everything out, give in, give up, give all to the moment's embrace, fall into not knowing. There's real power into falling into not knowing. Just do it and trust. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Book Bites, and I'll be back again with another book next time. Bye-bye.